Okay, since it was Valentine's Day yesterday, I decided I wanted to go back and watch my second favorite movie of all time. By myself, at home on Valentine's Day, just enjoying it all by my lonesome. It's no big deal. It's not like I was asking for, you know, someone to watch with me, but yeah. Okay, so Once is written and directed by John Carney and stars Glenn Hansard and Marketa Irglova. Once is pretty much a story of this unnamed guy. He's a busker, he's a street musician played by Glenn Hansard, who is going through some post-breakup pains, and he bumps into this Czech flower seller played by Marketa Irglova, who also happens to play a bit of music. And the two kind of just meet each other on chance and they start playing music together, and lo and behold, it's like they create really really good music together. And what follows is this really really sweet movie with like one of the craziest will they or won't they relationships I've ever seen. And it's really just a testament to the power of music and what love means to two people who you know can't really click together because he's still recovering from like girlfriend problems and she has like husband problems to deal with. So, and like I said, Once is my second favorite movie of all time, like really close to Dead Poet Society. And I just want to say that when I say favorite movie, I'm not saying best. Again, it's just that Once affected me so deeply, so emotionally, in like on like such a personal level. So technically speaking, Once is a musical, but I like calling it an anti-musical because you know how in musicals characters are walking around and suddenly they burst into song and it's all you're supposed to suspend your disbelief. It's supposed to be unrealistic. And in musicals, songs are really used to narrate story parts, to push stories along. But here in Once, everything is played in context and in real time. And this is because they're musicians. So like when the movie shows, let's say Glenn Hansard's character singing, it's because he's actually a street musician. He's doing this because that's what he does in the story, in the context of the story. And like in real life, people don't sing songs to narrate what's going on around them. The songs they sing in this movie really do reflect how these characters feel, and this is done so well. This movie also is kind of like a portrait of working class Ireland, although it really does not push that to the front. It's very subtle, but if you really watch it, like you do realize that oh yeah, these guys are just kind of living by the skin of their teeth. Once of course works best as this just really sweet and simple love story. Now Once has that before sunrise feel of that whole thing about chance encounters meaning more than you know they do. Like just meeting someone randomly can in fact affect your life later on. But Once is much less open-ended than Before Sunrise was. This one really makes a statement about that kind of relationship, the kind of love that might blossom through a chance encounter. And really, the thing that works so well for me with Once is the fact that it just wears its heart completely on its sleeve. It's done with so much passion, despite, budget limitations and stuff. But it's just, you can just feel that these filmmakers really believed in this project and they really put their all into it despite, not having the best equipment. Now, the centerpiece of this movie is obviously the music, and the music, I gotta tell you, is freaking incredible. Like, I remember first time I watched this, and like every single song was like my favorite when I listened to them. And like I bought the soundtrack, and listening to it, like I change favorites like every day. Really, it's so good. I mean, even if you don't like folk music, which I know a lot of people do, you have to admit that you can feel like the passion behind these people because Glenn Hansard has the kind of voice that's not perfect, it's not clean, but he has that kind of rasp, and he just when he gets going, he's unstoppable. Like you can just feel this fire within him. And Marketa Irglova also is this very sweet, delicate voice. It's very, very good, like counterforce to Glenn Hansard's gruffness. And regarding the production of the music itself, again, it's not super polished, but I like that. I like the fact that it really does feel like they just recorded it in the studio, which is what they do in the movie. And what happens is this kind of gives the illusion that these guys are in the room with you. They're playing the songs to you personally. It's not like when you listen to songs that's in your iPod and stuff, and it's just very grand and whatever, and you're listening to a song. Here, it really just feels like you're in the room with the people. The way they filmed this also is very do-it-yourself. Like I heard they didn't use extras. Like all the extras you see in the movie didn't even know they were being filmed because like the filmmakers were like super far away filming them at a distance with they had mics, natural lighting and all that stuff. And all of these elements really, really work thanks to the actors, Glenn Hansard and Marketa Irglova, who are musicians first. They are not, at the time of this filming, they were not actors. However, they're not bad actors at all. I mean, they really did feel these roles. I mean, of course, that's pretty much, they're playing pretty much themselves. But Glenn Hansard surprisingly does a really good job, and Marketa Irglova, although she does have uh, problems sometimes eking out her English because she is of Czech descent, she, really delivers that whole sweetness her character has, and the two interact so well, really. Part of the reason why they, interact so well is because they actually did fall in love during the production of this movie, which is really what helps the chemistry. And, that's a whole different story, but the fact that that happened, they were still able to act. That's great, and, it really showed. It makes me think that music, playing music, performing music is a form of acting as well. You can't go up on stage and, just play a sad song with a straight face on. You can't expect that to be a good performance. To be a really good musician, you have to put yourself in the mood of these songs. You have to act for the audience as well. In terms of writing, I don't think like writing is necessarily the biggest part of this movie because it's meant to be like this super slice of life, really simple thing. With like it felt like a lot of this dialogue was improvised as well. But what happens is that these characters are very surprisingly deep. For one, they both have problems with relationships with significant others, and at the same time they're just trying to get by, and then they just met each other, and they're intrigued with one another, and it's just there's so much complexity here. Like there's so much going on, and all of that complexity is represented through the music. And again, like the whole will there, won't there relationship, it's just so agonizingly engrossing, You're just watching, you're wondering what's gonna happen. Like, do I want them to get together? Do I want them to fix their problems first? I don't know. In fact, their relationship is so engaging to me that at the end of the movie, you forget that these characters don't have names. Like, they never say each other's names in this movie. But again, since we're talking about writing, songs really are the centerpiece here, and they are written extremely well. I mean, they were obviously written with this movie in mind, and they're used extremely well. Especially the one song here that was nominated and won Best Original Song at the Oscars was Falling Slowly. You've probably heard it before, but it came from this movie, and the way they use it is so incredible because of, when you hear it, when you listen to the song for the first time, it means what it means at face value, and then when you go back after the movie and listen to it again, it means so much more. It's wow. Now, in terms of directing, I know a lot of people who think this movie is, it feels like a collection of music videos, and personally, I don't feel that way at all. I think John Carney really did a good job of stringing these scenes together with emotional weight, because by the end, you feel something different about these characters, and it's really, there's progression there. However, the one flaw I have with this movie is that it's low budget style and stuff. I mean, it really does show itself at the beginning. It's a pretty messy start because when you think about it, it's kind of hard to establish characters who aren't supposed to have names, and suddenly they just kind of meet each other and oh, okay, we're off. But as soon as around like let's say 10 15 minutes or maybe 10, when they play their first song together, after that it's just non-stop. You are invested in these characters, you're just wondering what's gonna happen, and it's great. And yes, this was my pick for a Valentine's Day movie. It's not the kind of thing I guess you watch with, a significant other, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or whatever. But I do think personally that is the kind of movie you can watch with anybody who has affected you or changed you in some way. So yes, I really, really do feel so strongly about this movie. I think it's an awesome movie. Every time I watch it, I just have chills everywhere. My heartstrings are being tugged like crazy, and it's the kind of movie I will really want to show everybody, especially people who are into music and stuff. And it's just sweet, And again, it's a tribute to those who want to do low budget movies. Like you can do it, you just really need to have that passion with you. And this movie has stuck with me for so long. And I heard that even Steven Spielberg loved it and stuff. And it's a great, great movie, and I really want you guys to check it out. So yes, that is my review for once, and whatever you guys think about it, like if you've ever seen it, if you agree with me, if you disagree, just tell me below. Please leave a comment, and let's have a conversation.